Imagine you spend hours under a crystal clear night sky capturing breathtaking images of your favorite deep sky object, only to load them on your computer and see pure black. But don't worry, that's where Siril comes in. In just minutes, you and I will be transforming those raw frames into stunning cosmic masterpieces. And today I'll show you exactly how to install and set up Siril so you can start processing like a pro. And the great thing about it is Siril is absolutely free. So stick around because by the end of this video, you'll be ready to unlock the hidden beauty in your own astrophotography images. Let's get started. Great, thanks for sticking around. Now, what exactly is Siril? Siril is more or less in a nutshell free software that allows you to stack and process your astrophotography images. Now, there are many other software out there that allows you to process your images, but many of those require some cost, sometimes hundreds of dollars. Siril, as I mentioned earlier, is absolutely free, so I'm going to take you through and walk you through the process of installing and setting up Siril. So, without further ado, here we go. Now, the first thing that you want to do is go to Siril.org, Siril.org, and depending on the operating system that you have for your computer, you'll select that version of Siril. So if it's a Linux, you select Linux, Windows, or Mac OS. In my instance, it's a Windows machine, so I will select Windows and 64-bit. The pop-up window appears and you can now select exactly where you want to have the serial download saved. In my instance, I want it saved on the desktop, and the version, at least of today, which is the 12th of August 2025, the latest version is 1.4.0 beta 3. So we click on save and that now gets saved to the desktop. Great, so the download has been completed. So we can just minimize this and we have Siril downloaded, but remember it's not installed as yet. So we double click on it. We select the language. We accept the agreement, click on next. We click on next again. You have the option of creating a desktop shortcut. I want that desktop shortcut, so I click on next, click on install, and it's going to take just a few seconds to install Siril. Awesome. So Siril has been installed and we just basically keep this enabled, launch Siril, click on finish. The console box will show up for a little while and then it's going to run its checks in the background. And there you have it. Siril has been installed. However, it's been installed with its default functionalities, which can do quite a lot. However, there are many other features and scripts and tools available, or add-ons as some of us like to call it, that can give Siril so much more, to unlock so much more, and give you so much more features for what you may want to do for your particular project. So one of the features available for Siril is star removal. And in this instance, we're going to now have to download a program called Starnet, which many of us may or may not be familiar with. To download Starnet, we now can minimize Siril for now, and a quick Google search of Starnet download. We click on the first link. Depending on your browser, it may sometimes take you to the home page. So if you see this, you just basically click on the second tab, the Downloads tab. And because Starnet is available for so many other different software, such as PixInsight, we scroll all the way down and we go to the section that says Command Line 2 version 2.0 as of today. And again, because we're using Windows, we click on this one and we begin downloading it. Starnet has been downloaded to my desktop, so the next thing that we want to do is download GraXpert. And GraXpert is another piece of software that's really fantastic. Some of the features, does denoising of your images, especially if your images are pretty noisy. And there's background extraction, which is basically removing some of the gradients in the background, especially for those who take images in light polluted areas. So let's download GraXpert. So we go to GraXpert.com. Again, we select the version for the operating system that you have on your computer. In my instance, I'm going to select the one that says AMD 64, and we'll be right back. GraXpert has been downloaded to my desktop. I think I need to do a little bit of cleaning up for ease of access. So let me just create a folder, and I'll just call it YouTube videos or YouTube video, and I'll just basically move everything inside of here. All right, so Starnet, Siril, everyone goes inside of here together. Right, so GraXpert has been installed. Sorry, GraXpert has been downloaded. And now the next thing we want to do is download another software called Cosmic Clarity by one and only SETI Astro. SETI Astro has been, he's taken over the astrophotography community by storm with his, again, free tools, and he has his very own software that does processing. And again, he's really, really, we're really thankful and appreciative of Seti Asher for all that he's done for the astrophotography community. And now there's a piece of software that he has that also connects to Siril. So we're gonna download that software now. So we go to, cause we can do a Google search for Cosmic Clarity, and I just put in Seti Astro to make things, to refine the Google search. All right, so we go to setiastro.com and we click on the link. We go to Astro Programs and we select Cosmic Clarity. And from here, you can just basically download either from the folder or the mirror folder. Either one should work. Let's try this one. Right, and again, he has for the different version of Windows, sorry, the different versions of your operating system. We're going to use the one for Windows. It's a pretty large file, 3.64 gigabytes. So I'm going to download it in the meantime and we'll be back. I've placed the Cosmic Clarity in the YouTube video folder. Here we have it, Cosmic Clarity. So we have Seti Astro's Cosmic Clarity downloaded. Now, this is where we're gonna get everything set up now for Siril. So we're gonna start off with Starnet. We just basically right click and we can open with WinZip or whatever extraction program you have. And I can just basically drag it from inside of that zipped folder out. So this is the actual folder that contains all of the files for Starnet. Now, I actually want to move this into a permanent location because this is where Cyril will be looking for that particular folder every single time you want to use Starnet. So I'm going to move it across into my C drive. I usually have a folder called um, Cache Scripts that has many of the other tools and programs that I use for different software. So that's fine. We can put it with this bunch. Right? So we just move it there and he'll be quite all right. So we can close this off. Go back to this folder. So that's Starnet. And next we want to install GraXpert. So we double click on GraXpert. And what I would recommend you do, either A, you can save GraXpert in a particular folder that you remember. In my instance, remember I did the C drive, or you can leave it at default and remember where GraXpert was installed. That's most important because remember, Cyril is now going to be connecting to GraXpert, so you also need to know exactly where to point So I'm just gonna copy this for now. Control C to copy, click next, and it's gonna do the install for you. And that's only installing GraXpert. And again, remember thereafter, we're gonna connect Siril to GraXpert. The download is complete, so we can click on finish. Right, so we have Starnet, we have GraXpert, and now it's time to copy Cosmic Clarity. So all we need to do is just copy this entire folder. And again, in my instance, what I did, I put it on the C drive. Again, because I already use SETI Astro, actually have a folder called SETI Astro Suite that has Cosmic Clarity included. So again, you can just basically put it wherever you want it. You can put all of the software that we downloaded and installed in one particular location, or you can leave everything as how I have it. Great. So now that we have these sorted out, it's time to begin pointing Siril to these locations. So the first thing that we want to do, we open back up Siril. We go to the hamburger menu on the right hand side, and we select preferences, and we scroll all the way down to miscellaneous, or we click on miscellaneous, and under where it says software location must point to a valid Starnet executable. So we click on that, and we go to, where is it? See why it's important to remember where you place your stuff? That's on the C drive, fix inside scripts, Starnet, and we must look for the executable file or the application, the one that says Starnet++. And there we go. So that's one. The next one that we want to do is GraXpert, right? So we click on that one. And remember that link that we used? We just basically can click on top here in this bar on top. We can remove what's there and we paste that link where GraXpert is located. All right, so we press enter to go directly into that folder. And again, we look for the executable. Right, just ensure there's nothing else. So GraxQuiz is the application that we want to click on, and we click open, and we're good to go. So that's two. We click apply, and it's going to be doing a little bit of updating, and it's updated the profiles. Next, what we want to do is install SETI Astro's Cosmic Clarity feature, or actually connect SETI Astro's Cosmic Clarity feature to Siril. So we go to the hamburger menu again, we select preferences again. This time we click on scripts, and on the right hand side, these are the various scripts that are available to download. So in addition to what I would have downloaded, Siril also has many other scripts by many other developers ready and available inside of here. So we can click on these and you can select the one that you want, but remember, keep in mind the one that we're looking for is SETI Astro. So we have the GraXpert AI, which will also, as we mentioned, connect to the feature that we downloaded. And there we have it. Cosmic Clarity. We're gonna ensure that we download these here that says Cosmic Clarity. What I personally would recommend you do, download all. It won't hurt to download every single one of them. So you can just click on each one of these. All right, so all has been selected. You click apply, and Siril is going to begin pulling the repositories from where these scripts are located and install it or connect it to Siril. Now that we've downloaded the scripts for Siril, it's time to test them. Now, the only way you can confirm that they're working is you need to actually have an image inside of Siril. So I'm going to go to open, and I would have already put one of the stock images that I have in the same YouTube folder on the desktop. Right, and of course we see pure black, which is what we spoke about at the very beginning of the video. And in my next video, what I'm be doing, we're going to actually go through the process of stacking a video from images that you've captured throughout the night and then processing them to get the final and beautiful image that you're so longing and so eager to see so that you can now show your friends. But for today's video, we're sticking to script. And speaking of scripts, we go to script, Python scripts, processing, and here we have the Cosmic Clarity suite of products that are available for Siril. So we can choose on any one. We click on, for example, Super Res. Right. You will get this error. Oh, actually, I shouldn't say an error. You will get this message, executable not yet configured. Recommended to use SETI Astro Cosmic Clarity Super Resolution upscaling to version 1.1 or higher. And it comes back to that folder that we downloaded from SETI Astro's website. Siril now needs to point to that particular folder. So we click OK. Cosmic Clarity Super Res opens up, but then now in that Cosmic Clarity executable, we need to click on Browse. And again, we go back to where we stored it, which was in the C drive, My Scripts, SETI Astro Suite, Cosmic Clarity Suite. And the one that we want is this one here, the one that says SETI Astro Cosmic Clarity Suite Super Res. So we click open, and then we'll have Cosmic Clarity Super Res being able to work. So we're just gonna close this for now. And the same thing applies for the other of Cosmic Clarity suite of products. We go back again to scripts, Python scripts, processing, and Cosmic Clarity sharpen. That's going to go open up. I already have it pointed, but again, I'm going to show you for demonstration purposes. So it's Cosmic Clarity. You go back to browse and the C drive again, SETI Astro Suite, Cosmic Clarity. And because again, it's Cosmic Clarity sharpening, we look for the one that says Cosmic Clarity. So we select that one and we click open. And again, I already have it installed, so I didn't, pointed, so I don't need to do that again. We close this one off, we go to scripts, Python scripts processing, and Cosmic Clarity denoise. Alright, same step again. Right, and because it's denoise, of course, we select the one that says SETI Astro Cosmic Clarity underscore denoise. We click open, and these three suite of products from SETI Astro will begin or should begin to work. Of course, if you have any issues, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be more than happy to help you and guide you in fixing whatever issues that you may have when you're following these steps. And of course, next, remember the other one that we did was Starnet. So we go to image processing, star processing, and we select Starnet removal. Right? And because you've already configured Starnet from the hamburger menu, this will pop up. This Starnet removal will pop up. And from there is where you can now begin using Starnet to remove the stars from your image. And last but not least, we have GraXpert that we downloaded, we had installed before. So we go to scripts, Python scripts, processing, and we have GraXpert. So we click on GraXpert. So GraXpert is available. You can select the model, which is basically the latest version, and you can also click on background extraction menu here, and you can select denoising. So you get 2 for 1 in one screen, if you want to call it that. So we click on denoising, and you can select the latest model. In this instance, there's more than one model you can choose. If, let's say, for example, 3.2 3.02 does not work, you can always go to 3.01 or 3.0 or 2.0. I always work with the latest, and I've never had any issues so far. Um, If you have CUDA enabled, definitely you want to have this selected, otherwise it's going to run pretty slow. You can go to GraXpert Model Manager, and what this does, it searches and checks to see which is the latest version. So the models that are available are 1.01, and if you go back, notice that for background extraction, the one that I have is 1.01, which is already the latest. But that's just in the event that, let's say, you install Siril, you install GraXpert, and it's not showing the latest version. Go to the GraXpert model and download the latest version. Also, what's going to happen as well, it's going to begin downloading the AI models onto your machine for both background extraction and denoising. And last but not least, I'm going to give you a bonus tip. Now, this tip is in preparation for my next and upcoming video where we will be stacking images that I've captured and thereafter processing them. So you definitely want to stay tuned. And don't forget, you must like the video and subscribe to the channel to be made aware of the updates that are happening on Astro Island. So we I'm going to basically just create a folder. I've already chosen a location where I want the folder to be created, and I'm just going to name it as Siril. So again, for my video, the upcoming video, you're going to see that folder Siril, in which we're going to have everything stored. So inside of here, you're going to have all of the raw images, and then after the stacked images, and we'll go through the entire process together. The next thing that we want to do, or the next bonus tip, is that we're going to enable what is called developer mode. So we go to start, we type in developer mode or developer settings. Oops. Right, so developer settings. And we want to ensure that this is enabled. Now, the reason for that is that Siril, when it's going through the stacking or the conversion process, it actually copies the raw files. So what do you want to do instead of having that happen? And as you know, that takes up quite a lot of hard drive space, especially if your hard drive is pretty limited on storage. You don't want additional files being created there. So what that does is actually just creates links to the original files. So you're going to save some space there. So that's bonus tip number 2. And finally, bonus tip number 3. I promise that's the last tip you're gonna get for this particular video. Because we're going through the stacking process, keep in mind, remember, you must have your lights, flats, darks, and biases. So what do? Inside of Siril, we create those folders. Right? So we created lights, right click again, folder, darks, flats, and biases. Right now, it must be named exactly how you see it here. And I can already hear the flat darks or the dark flats community saying, "Hey, well, what about dark flats?" Don't worry, dark flats or biases can go into that same folder, and Cyril is going to see it and process it more or less the same way, because technically dark flats have more or less very much similar features to biases. So there you have it. We've downloaded and installed Cyril. We've downloaded and installed some additional software such as GraXpert, Starnet, and Cosmic Clarity Suite that it works or interacts with Cyril, and we've tested each of them to ensure that they work correctly. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and of course, this is in preparation now for my upcoming video. We'll be doing some more features and some more cool stuff. We're using Cyril again, absolutely free. All of this has been absolutely free. Not a cent you don't have to worry about. Don't need to dip into your pocket to get any of this software. And as we go along, you're going to see how great these software are. So drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think. Would you begin using Cyril? Have you used Siril before. Share, what you've learned. If there's anything that I missed, let me know in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, it's not the size of the telescope that counts, it's how you use it. Thanks again, everyone. Bye for now, and I'll see you very soon on Astro Island.